Hey, what's going on, Black people? I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School, and I'm not planning on hanging out for too long tonight, but I did promise myself that I'd hop in here and have an important conversation with you. I'm in DC. I had to do some business here, and I went to be a guest on a show. I don't do media very often. I don't, really like it when media calls, honestly, because I just have too much work to do. But one show that I love to do on a regular basis is the Rock Newman show. Rock is kind of he's on PBS. He's kind of like the Black Charlie Rose in a way. Just he just keeps it 100. He's a strong Black man, the kind of Black men that I look up to. I look up to Black men that are real men, that really are able to stand up for the community, that are really able to get out here and really get something done. I can't really relate to weak men. I can't really relate to that because my daddy wasn't a weak man. My daddy my daddy was a soldier, and we didn't do that weak stuff in our household. We didn't do that whining and complaining and all of that. My house was actually one that really believed a lot in personal responsibility. We believe deeply in the idea that that you can make your life into whatever you want it to be, and that is not popular amongst Black folks. It's not popular in the sense that we are trained to think that our destiny is controlled by other people. We're kind of trained and led to believe that we're not able to do anything without government help, without help from white folks, without other people coming to save us. And I'm just not a big fan of that ideology because I don't think you can ever get anywhere. Now, Jerome says Dr. Boyce TV. Yeah, that's the URL. If you want to check me out live on YouTube or anything like that, go subscribe at drboycetv.com. That's drboycetv.com. Also, if you want to join our League of Intelligent Black People, these are the people that support the channel and kind of help us to create intelligent Black media. Feel free to go to intelligentblackpeople.com. That's intelligentblackpeople.com. As I mentioned, our policy is that we don't really do charity. We don't like donations per se. We will accept donations every now and then for an event or something. We need help paying for the venue, but we really don't like donations because we don't think that's a good business model. It doesn't help you, and it doesn't empower us. So what we try to do is give you something in exchange for what you put in. So basically, one of the things we do for the people that join the League of Intelligent Black People is we talk about ways that we can actually help you. So for example, one of the things that I'm going to do in a second is I want to actually give a shout out to some of the businesses that are listed within the League of Intelligent Black People. So those of you who are in the League of Intelligent Black People, every now and then I'll put a post and I'll say, tell me your business and give a brief description, and I'll read that on the air and encourage people to go check you out. And those of us who are in this special space, which is not a space for everybody, it's a space for people that really want to build the future. We're building Black America. We're building Black Europe. We're building Africa. We're rebuilding Black people, Blackness around the globe. People like that, they really want to buy Black. They're looking for Black vendors and suppliers that can help them fulfill their needs. So let me see. So the first one I see here is from David Baker. He says his company is called mypeacefulblessings.com. Now, I don't know what My Peaceful Blessings does. So David, next time you lay out your business, make sure you tell us what it is. Give it like a little description. I wasn't clear when I mentioned I didn't ask for that. So I understand why you didn't put it in there, but I'm looking at mypeacefulblessings.com, and it looks like, okay, I see the mailing list. But one of the things I'll critique you, I'll give you some constructive feedback right off the bat, is that I'm still not sure what your business does. Okay, I see reclaiming your energy, birthing a story, maternity coaching. Okay, I've never heard of maternity coaching. That's interesting. Balancing me, my peaceful blogs and blogs. Okay, so it looks like this is a site that has a lot of stuff. I think it looks like it might be for women. But wait, I thought this person's name was David. Okay. So maybe that's David's wife or significant other or something like that. But anyway, so there you go. So that's the first one. The second one is from Rakaya Holmes. Her business is rhomesstrategic.com. It's Our Home Strategic Business and HR Consulting. That's spelled R Holmes, RHOLMES, strategic.com. She says, big thanks for the advice. I diversified. I've added 2 more clients to my portfolio, and adding will be will be one more person to my team as an independent contractor. All right, good for you. So her business is growing. We are witnessing the development of what will be a multi-million-dollar empire. And actually, whenever I talk about financial stuff, I always put on my Black finance professor hat. So there you go. So I'm put on my Black finance professor hat as we jump into this. In case for those who are new, I've taught finance to college students for about 25 years at Ohio State, among other places. My Buckeyes got robbed. They should have been competing for the national championship. So Peleg, is that how you pronounce it? Looks like you're a Buckeye. Yeah. I'm a Buckeyes fan. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I like watching my Buckeyes win games, and they blew it. They should have been in the championship, but they blew it with that horrible game against Purdue. What the hell, man? What the hell? Anyway, let me get back to it. All right. So moving on. Nia's business is Positive Mind Nia Art, niaartcreations.com. Interesting. So is Nia an artist? Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead right now and I'm gonna pop in your URL and I'm gonna share my screen so everybody can look at your site. So just know you about to be put on blast, girl. I'm putting you on blast. So give me a second here. Let me put Nia on blast right quick. All right. This is my Black finance professor hat. I'm putting you on blast. All right. So let's see here. You got so you pop in here, home, contact us, philosophy, product, Positive Mind of Nia Art Creations, restore the village, practice Kwanzaa. What else we got? 365 days movement. Welcome to the Nia Art website. Our company is about invoking and creating positive thoughts for our viewers and encouraging them to extract the beauty from daily life. Okay, interesting. So it looks like you got some, it takes a village to raise a child is the mission of 365 days to begin to restore the Black village. Okay, so Nia is into building up the Black community, which I think is great. We need some building, because everybody trying to destroy Black people, even other Black people love to destroy Black people. That's what we consider to be fun. And it is what it is, but it's okay because strong Black people are the builders. And when you are a builder and you are strong, you know, nobody can take you down. That means, you know, the Klansmen can't take you down. The white supremacists, you know, average everyday run of the mill white supremacists can't take you down. Corporate America can't take you down. And, you know, Negro naysayers can't take you down. You know, Negro naysayers, you know, those are the Black people who find a problem for every solution. They're sick too. They're mentally ill, and it's okay. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Because this train's going to keep going. When China, let me tell you this, I've learned that when you really invoke revolution in a community, when you really push a community to elevate, you're going to have fights between not just yourself and those who are oppressing the community, but you're going to have fights between yourself and those who are in alignment with the oppression, right? Like during slavery, the best way for a slave to get ahead and get meritorious manumission, get rewards, was to undermine a slave revolt. You know, to say, oh, those niggas over there, they trying to revolt, boss. Let's go kill them, massa. Let's go kill them, right? That's how you got your props. That's how you got money. There was a one slave who basically was so instrumental in undermining a slave revolt that the white people gave him a statue. They put a statue of this man in the middle of town. So he got more than a good nigga sticker. He got a good nigga statue, and they put the statue like honoring him in the middle of town. So to this day, you've got people that, you know, engage in coon-like behavior that get rewarded for doing that, and they celebrate those people, right? So ultimately, like O.J. Simpson was kind of like that. Like O.J. Simpson for a long time didn't want nothing to do with Black folks until they're about to string him up, and then he realized, like, wait a minute, I'm Black, I need some help. And Black people, you know, because we're so forgiving, we were the only ones who came out and kind of helped him, you know, in his situation, which, you know, it is what it is. All right, so Reese says he is amazing. Who is amazing? Not me. You're not talking about me. I'm not amazing. I'm just a Black man trying to help out. That's it. But I appreciate if you are talking about me, I appreciate that very much. Good to see you, Darlene and Niner and Sarisa. You still need resources. Yeah, we need you do need resources. I don't know what that is in reference to exactly, but everything you do, you need resources. So it is what it is. So let me mention also Christine Milwaukee, I hope I pronounced it right. Maybe the N is silent. She says, greetings, Dr. B. www.develofund.com provides a range of services designed to support those in our community who wish to serve others through the 501c3 tax code as charitable organizations. For the nonprofit, I provide startup assistance, program design, evaluation tools, and analysis, administrative support, accounting, and fundraising. Okay, so the website is DBL Fund. So there's no it's not develop, it's develop fund. That's a very creative use of words. Excellent play on words, Christine. So you may want to check it out. It looks like if you want to start a 501c3, Christine is a person that looks like she wants to help you. So it's developfund.com. Candace Floyd, her business is Della Divas, DELLDIVAS. She does belly dance, ladies night out, girls parties, cooking classes, fun and nutrition. Oh, well, let me see. Let me go to the site real quick. Let me see here. All right. That's interesting. Okay, let me see. So Della Divas. Well, I'm gonna tell you, sister, I put in DellaDivas.com, Candace, and it did not come up. It gave me a 403 error. So I don't know why that is. So get that fixed and just go back into intelligentblackpeople.com. And when I do the business shout out, just put it back in there when it's working, and I will share your URL. So anybody else who wants to support Black media and also get the special benefits that come with being in the club, go to intelligentblackpeople.com. That's intelligentblackpeople.com, and I will shout out your business. I'll do business shout outs on a regular basis. All right. So anyway, let me hop in here and kind of hit the conversation that I wanted to kind of jump into. How come you don't have Super Chat? I don't even know exactly what Super Chat is. Tell me what it is, and I'll look into it. I don't have Super Chat because I'm just an ignorant Negro who only knows how to turn on his YouTube. I don't know what Super Chat is, but it sounds cool, right? I want to be cool. I've never been the cool kid. So if you tell me what Super Chat is, man, I will implement that shit tomorrow. As long as it ain't like something complicated, because you know. Anyway, so let me read a little bit. Hit that thumbs up button if you're on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up button real quick. Oh, Tommy says it's for donations. Oh, well, let me put that in here because Lord knows we got a lot of bills we got to pay. We pay a lot of bills for a lot of Black people every single month. And our job is to pay bills for tens of thousands of Black people. That's what we really want to do. Ultimately, we want to build a multi-million-dollar entity, and we do okay. We put a lot of money in the hands of a lot of Black people through the years, and I'm very proud of that. And so somebody said, get Super Chat, you deserve it. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. When you do YouTube Live, there is a $, and you are allowed to get donations. Okay. Well, it's sold. So I will be Super Chatting next time. All right. So I'll be Super Chatting, Super Negro. All right. So let me read a little bit from Powernomics. I'm going to go see Dr. Claude Anderson tomorrow. I went to see Rock Newman today for his show. And Rock Newman, is a guy that has a PBS show. He's just such a great Black man. I have so much respect for him. And when I was in town, I said, that's right, Dr. Claude Anderson's here. Let me go talk to him. He's like a father, grandfather figure to me. I mean, he is a guy that he's the originator. This Powernomics book is an economic Bible for Black folks. I carry these books with me everywhere I go. When I get on the road, I make room in my suitcase for at least a couple of Dr. Anderson's books. This is the Black History Reader, and the other one is Powernomics. And why is that? Well, because this brother wrote these great books and did this extraordinary research. And, I don't necessarily know if I really would have had the bandwidth to sit down and spend this amount of time writing this book. I just don't know. I could do it because I've written books. I have Black American Money and stuff like that. But I tend to enjoy lecturing more. I enjoy writing articles more. Writing a book like this takes a lot of time. And I'm the guy who might go do 10,000 videos for you and 10,000 lectures and 10,000 articles. But, sitting down and just spending a whole year just working on a definitive book, it hasn't always been something I got burned out on writing books and whatever when I was in academia. So this book is very, very important and very, very powerful. And this is the kind of contribution that just lasts forever. And what I wanted to do was to take, my PhD and really just tear this fucking thing apart. Like line by line, word for word, paragraph for paragraph, and literally grab a sentence out of this book. And it allows me, this book is so beautiful that I can grab one sentence and talk about that sentence for an hour. Like, for example, a random sentence. When Jewish immigrants began immigrating into this country in the latter part of the 19th century, they first established an economic base. Now, y'all know, those who know me know I could talk about that for an hour, right? They first established an economic base. That was their first move. That was their first money move. You know, I talked to a guy today who said, he said, you know, I realized when I was young that it probably wasn't a good idea for me to get all my economic advice from rap lyrics. I said, yeah, rappers are probably not the best financial advisors. And it made me think about Cardi B in her song where she said, making money moves. You know, I don't dance now, I make money moves, right? And I was like, the people hearing that don't even really know what a money move really is. You know, developing an economic base, that's the ultimate money move, right? That's the ultimate money move. And so, you know, the fact that the Jewish immigrants, when they got here, that was kind of the first thing they did, really speaks to, you know, why they have so much power in this country right now. But anyway, with that said, what I want to drill into is, this is on page 95 in the book Powernomics, where Dr. Anderson talks about the public school system. This is why I'm not a big fan of the public school system. I'm not a big believer that schools are designed to do anything for Black people other than to destroy them. You know, and so let me read what he says. He says, one of the most frequently heard complaints in the closing years of the 20th century was that schools were failing. If public schools are failing, and they are failing only whites, Asians, Hispanics, and other ethnic immigrants. Schools do not now, nor did they ever fail in what they were designed to do for Black children. Create a labor class in service to white society. Schools, including many of your HBCUs, were designed for one specific purpose. These schools were designed to prepare Black people to serve white people. They were designed to prepare you to enter the workplace so that you can go and serve white corporations. That's what they're designed to do. You know, that's why in a public school, most public schools, they don't want to have, you know, they don't have entrepreneurship programs in most of these schools. You know, they have programs that teach you how to fill out a job application. The best thing that the Chicago public schools does for these young children most of the time is they show them how to go fill out an application and go work at McDonald's or work at Walmart or whatever it is, right? You know, and you just kind of have to know what it is so that you don't end up so surprised when they're failing your kids, because when you say you fail, when one person says you failed me and the other party's like, but we didn't fail you, we're doing exactly what we have always been doing. What that says is that you expected something other than what they were planning to give you. You know, like if a woman tells a man, you know, you failed me because you did not marry me. Sometimes the man is like, I never said I was going to marry you. I always told you was a side chick. You know, I always, you know, I don't bring you to my house. I'm never around at Christmas. When, you know, I don't take you out in public in the daytime. Whatever made you think that I was preparing you to be my spouse, right? And so while you might be disappointed and you might say, like, you know, oh my gosh, I'm so hurt, I'm so disappointed because I thought this man was going to marry me. Sometimes you got to go back and be honest with yourself and kind of read the writing on the wall, that he wasn't gearing this relationship for marriage in the first place. Same thing is true on the other flip side. I mean, I've seen men go through that too, where you're disappointed in a woman letting you down or letting you go or whatever it is, when really she sent you signals all along. You just chose to see something else. And so the same way we misinterpret signals when it comes to love and abusive relationships, we also misinterpret signals when it comes to our abusive relationship with white people. In that abusive relationship that we have with white people, we misinterpret that, you know, when they say, and it's hard because they lie to us now. Like before, they used to say, we don't like Black people, we don't want Black people here. And we understood that, we got that, we acted accordingly. But now they say, we love to have Black people here, we want more of you, we believe in diversity, but their actions are still consistent with a disrespect for Black people. That's where political correctness is not good for you. Political correctness, which comes typically from the liberals, is the most confusing shit known to man, because they tell you they love you when they act like they hate you. You know, I'd rather have a white person tell me you don't like me, so I just kind of know what I'm dealing with. You know, it's like just like dating. You know, women, when they get mad at a man, when they get mad because a man disappoints them, they're not usually mad when the man tells them from the beginning what it is, right? When he says from the beginning, look, I'm just down to get naked with you. That's all I want. You know, I don't want to get married. I don't want no relationship. I don't want no nothing, right? If he's honest and he tells her from the jump what it is, that's easier for her to deal with, as opposed to either him flat out lying about what it is or him misleading her about what it is, right? So when the man is either deliberately ambiguous, where his body's, you know, sending one message and his mouth is sending another, right? Or he's just flat out lying, that's when the women get pissed, right? That's what, at least that's what I hear. I hear that all the time. Women say, well, you know, you should never have told me this, and you promised me that, and you blah 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 blah. But if you don't make any promises, or if you just tell the truth from the jump, a lot of women have a different approach, a different response, right? So with white folks in our love affair with white supremacy, because y'all know y'all love white people, you know that black people we love white supremacy as much as white people do. We're addicted to it. We don't necessarily love it consciously, we love it unconsciously. We love it because that's all we were raised on, right? Many of us. And in your love affair with white supremacy, you know, you don't have the fortune or the you don't have the benefit that your grandparents had, where white people did not lie to them. White people said, we don't like niggers. Don't come over here, nigger, or you're going to get shot, because we don't like niggers here, and we don't want you eating in the restaurant. We don't want to work with you. We don't want to be your friend, right? They heard that, excuse me, and they acted accordingly. You got a world where they'll tell you all day, like, we love black people. We believe in inclusion. We want black people around. We believe everybody should be treated the same. Black lives matter. And then you don't understand, and you get confused, and you get disappointed when you go to Duke University and get the same degree as the white kids, the same $100,000 in debt, and you and the white kid go apply for the same job. He gets the job and you don't. Or he gets a raise and a promotion, you get fired on your day off, right? So anyway, let me keep going. He says also in this book, he says, schools have always been mirrors that reflect the values, goals, needs, and priorities of the society and the communities that they serve. They have remained almost exclusively controlled by whites through government policymakers, boards of education, and major corporations. These powerful bodies approved curricula, staffing, and instructional materials, regardless of their physical location, racial, ethnic makeup. Schools across America had to teach their children European American values. The quality of teaching and the educational outcomes track the racial lines of power and wealth. The academic scores of elementary and secondary schools strongly correlate with parental income, wealth, and education. So what he's saying is that the scores of the kids tend to be tracked along where you are in terms of the wealth, income, and education spectrum. High income students can more easily afford special coaching from parents and professional remedial help and private schools. Schools perpetuate wealth and racial advantages that are intergenerational in nature. Schools produce in their students whatever skills, attitudes, or other characteristics public policymakers and business owners need in their present and future workforce. Following the Civil War, so now he's going back. This is where Dr. Anderson's earning his money for real. Like, that's why everybody got to have this book in their house. This is where this man is earning his money. He's giving you history you ain't never going to get in a public school. They don't want y'all to know this stuff. He says, following the Civil War, for example, the country needed an industrial workforce. President Lincoln signed a national immigration law in the 1860s that encouraged migration from Europe, Asia, and Spanish-speaking countries. So America's first public schools following the Civil War were established to educate the influx of immigrants to become leaders of industry, business owners, professionals, and members of the managerial classes. Ignored by Lincoln, blacks were never educated to be owners, managers, or members of the intellectual class. They were educated to be the workforce for those overclasses. So again, the same way they put immigrants ahead of you now, the same way they put, even illegal immigrants get put ahead of you now. They've been doing this for a couple hundred years. Abraham Lincoln, your buddy, I'm right down the street from Howard University. They have a big mural of Abraham Lincoln. Some white guy probably put it up there because they're like, y'all Negroes need to celebrate this guy. I don't celebrate this man. I'm not saying he's a bad man or a good man. I just don't, he's not greater than the men that I know who really changed my life. But they got this big mural of Abraham Lincoln because Abraham Lincoln was one of the people that helped establish schools like Howard University, which was named after a white man. And the goal of the school, the objective was to prepare Black people to enter into workspaces to support institutions that are run by white people. They are not prepared to be the leadership class or the ownership class. They are prepared to be the working class or the labor class. So you're going to be a high rank. Maybe if you're lucky, you get to be a manager or even a high ranking manager, but you're not shaped to actually be an owner of anything, right? So ultimately, you have to understand what these school systems are designed to do. If you understand why they're designed, then you won't be so surprised and so hurt and so disappointed when they give you something other than what you want for your children. Also, you must understand that if your children are going to get an education, you have to give them that education. If you don't give them that education, then your children will remain uneducated. So please keep that in mind. That's really, really important. I'm not going to really talk long. Do this. If you're on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up button right quick. Please do that. Also, if you want to get a text alert when I go live, please text the word Boyce to 31996. Also, if you want to check out our financial workbooks for children, financial flashcards, things like that you want to use to educate your kids on finances anyway, with hands-on material stuff that they can actually touch, you can go to financialworkbooks.com. That's financialworkbooks.com. Also, you can go to financialflashcards.com to check out the flashcards. It's financialflashcards.com. Okay, guys, so I'm about to go. I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope that this conversation was helpful to you. And I have to keep it short because the Queen called me and told me to call her back. And when she tells me to do something, I'm going to do it. If you ain't got a Black woman in your life telling you what to do, you need to go get one, because ain't nobody wiser than a good, intelligent Black woman. So I'm lucky to have one in my life too. All right, and I say that publicly, deliberately, because we need to celebrate the sisters. I'm getting tired of people always wanting to just bash every single Black woman. Now, there's ridiculous, ratchet women out here. I'm not going, every woman ain't a queen just because she's a Black woman. Let's just be clear about that. You got to earn your queen status. But the ones who conduct themselves like queens, we need to exalt them as queens and stop letting other people, say negative things about them. So that's it, guys. I'm out of here. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you.